The following program may contain elements not suitable for all ages. Performances are conducted by trained professionals. Viewer discretion is advised. Welcome back, fans, to another episode of NEW Evolved, and today, the number one contender, the wrestling machine Tyson Dux, looks to capitalize as he tangles with the Thoroughbred Blake Maxwell for the NEW World Heavyweight Championship. Alright, fans, here we are down at ringside. Todd Winters joined by the one and only Axel Gotch, and here we see the absolutely majestic Thoroughbred Blake Maxwell, accompanied by John Biz and the Human Wrecking Ball Buck Gotch, to the ring for this gigantic NEW World Heavyweight title contest against the wrestling machine Tyson Dux.
And Family Business has been running the show with regards to that title for a while here in NEW Wrestling. John Biz has built it from the ground up, and you see he's been a successful operator here.
Right now, we take a look at the flashback. We see how Tyson Dux obtained this opportunity here today for the NEW World Heavyweight title from our previous episode of Evolved. An absolutely fantastic number one contenders match between Wild Thing Tony King and Tyson Dux. And in this match, Tony King, he certainly gave it his all, but it wasn't enough to outmatch or outwit the experience of the wrestling machine, Axel.
The machine able to cinch up a Boston Crab right in the center of the ring and walk out of that brilliant contest as the number one contender to the NEW World Heavyweight title. And that lines him up here tonight to take on Blake Maxwell. And you know darn well, Todd Winters, if you're taking on Blake Maxwell, you've got to factor in the rest of Family Business as well.
Talking about, I think it'll be just an even contest. Blake will do it right down the middle.
Oh, I'm absolutely 100% sure that will be the case.
Good, I'm glad we agree there. And here we see the concluding moments of this epic contest. Tony King able to get to the ropes here on that first attempt at the Boston Crab, but it's not going to be enough, as you'll see shortly. Right now, there was some devastating offense. Like I said earlier, certainly the Wild Thing, he gave it his all, Axel.
And there were several near falls in this matchup. This was certainly a classic and an honor to witness here in NEW Wrestling. The Machine, a well-traveled individual. He's been all around the world. He's competed in NXT, in Ring of Honor, and Impact Wrestling.
Tyson Dux, it's safe to say that he certainly earned this opportunity here today in New Evolution Wrestling on Evolved.
Absolutely, this match was a war, and the best part of the whole match was right at the end as both competitors shook hands and walked away, showing a great mutual respect for each other. You see here Tyson Dux using that ring awareness to flip Tony King the opposite direction, get him right to the center of the ring. And after this battle, Tony King could just stand no more. Tyson Dux have been targeting that back that whole match.
That's what brings us to here today. An absolutely fantastic contest for our fans here on NEW Evolve for the World Heavyweight title. We're going to get down to ringside here now and get this one underway. What do you think is going to happen? This is certainly the biggest challenge the Thoroughbred has faced since obtaining the new Evolution Wrestling World Heavyweight title, and we see Dux making his way to the ring. He looks as confident as ever that he's going to walk away with some gold here today. But I don't think he should sell the Thoroughbred short, and fans will have this match right after this timeout. Don't you dare miss it. Alright, Axel, here we are. The big NEW World Heavyweight title match is underway, and you see Tyson Dux in firm control.
He's got that armbar cinched in. Tyson Dux absolutely has been living up to the moniker, the wrestling machine. Drops down with the fireman carry takeover.
He's going to utilize the similar tactics that he tried against Wild Thing Tony King. Just slow the contest down, pick apart his opponent piece by piece.
And you see he's using subtle intricacies there, getting real leverage. That knee right into that rotator cuff now, and really wrenching back on the arm of the champion.
This isn't fair. Look at this showboating. He needs to watch himself here. He better not sell the Thoroughbred short. He is the World Heavyweight Champion in New Evolution Wrestling for a reason. The first ever dual interprovincial and NEW World Heavyweight Champion. At that. This is blatant disrespect for the Thoroughbred. I'll tell you right now, you make the Thoroughbred angry or you get the human wrecking ball involved here, and Tyson Dux is going to rue the day that he crossed family business.
Oh, I thought you mentioned earlier, Todd Winters, that, the rest of family business wasn't going to be a factor here. The fact remains that Tyson Dux, not right now, is fighting a 4-on-1 contest here.
Outside the ring, cheering on their compadre in family business. I don't understand what the problem is here.
Well, there's no problem right now, Todd Winters, but you mark my words. Family business is going to get involved in this contest. We're not going to see a classic and resulting in such sportsmanship as when Tyson Dux went up against Tony King. This is a completely different animal. These men have no respect for anything, and they'll do anything to win, and they have. Their track record speaks for itself.
And this is absolutely ridiculous, doing this to the Thoroughbred. Do you even understand how many moms in the crowd right now are upset? This is absolutely ludicrous to do that.
Tyson Dux now. Irish whip to the far side. Beautiful lariat clothesline. Almost takes Blake Maxwell straight out of his boots.
And the Thoroughbred, he needs to roll out of the squared circle here and regroup. John Biz needs to enact Plan B, yes, I said it, Plan B, right now. And the Thoroughbred needs to roll outside of the ring. This is absolutely ridiculous. Hasn't been able to get out of the gate whatsoever here today at Capitol Hyundai Arena.
And Tyson Dux has been targeting that left arm of Blake Maxwell. Big scoop and a slam now. Right in the middle, maximum impact. And once again, another quick hit, stinging kick right to that left arm of Blake Maxwell.
Dux changes up the game plan there. I thought it was going to be a strike.
I think that's what Maxwell was expecting as well there, Todd Winters. And again, this man is a wrestling machine. Maxwell, however, close enough to the ropes to get those feet on there, requiring a clean break. And Tyson Dux provides one.
The Thoroughbred rolls outside of the squared circle. This is what he needed here. Just a little break to collect his thoughts. You know, I'm a little bit frazzled here today because this isn't fair to family business and the Thoroughbred.
Oh, and you got some mind games ongoing from Tyson Dux there now in the ring.
He is not a chicken.
Referee Chris Murphy continuing to count on Blake Maxwell.
He's got till 10. He's got till 10. On the fingers there of the Thoroughbred.
Oh, this could be a mistake on Tyson Dux' part. Follow him outside the ring, because outside of the ring is where the other 4 members of Family Business are. Of course, Buck Gotch counts for 3 of them.
He certainly does. That man is absolutely massive, and I wouldn't want to cross him, I can tell you that much, because he will leave you laying in no time.
He's definitely been the muscle for Family Business here. Blake Maxwell with the savvy. And you got, of course, John Business with the smarts.
Thoroughbred looking like he's going to make his way finally back into the ring here. Perhaps a new game plan. Nope, not yet. The Thoroughbred, he needs time.
You see Tyson Dux now. Is he going to go back out after Blake Maxwell? Which, again, I think would be a mistake. You want to stay away from anywhere the rest of Family Business can get involved in this matchup.
Thoroughbred took exception to something one of those peons in the crowd said to him there. Took a moment to address that. And now he's back into the ring.
Oh, a beautiful deep arm drag takeover. Tyson Dux on Blake Maxwell again, keeping that attack going on that left arm of Blake Maxwell, Irish whip. Beautiful hip toss takeover. Tyson Dux in clear control now. Lateral press. 2 count only by referee Chris Murphy. Again, it's apparent Tyson Dux' game plan is disable the limb of the NEW champion, and once again to the outside, and again, I don't know if this is a good strategy by Tyson Dux. You want to keep this man in the ring. You don't want to be out anywhere where Family Business can interject themselves into this matchup.
He is absolutely dismantling the Thoroughbred. Blake needs something, and he needs something quick.
And you see John Business beside himself now, and Tyson Dux walking towards Family Business.
And here we go to Thoroughbred gaining the upper hand, driving the wrestling machine Tyson Dux into the guardrails.
Just that brief distraction of walking towards the other members allowed Blake Maxwell to take over this match. A couple of high-impact shots in that steel railing. And Blake Maxwell very quickly gains the upper hand. What's going to happen in this matchup, Todd Winters?
So we are back, the Thoroughbred in control here. Dux making his way up out of that rest hold.
He's got that reverse chin lock locked in the middle. Tyson Dux feeding off the energy of the crowd, though, able to get back to a vertical base.
The referee needs to check those shots, sir. I think that may be a little low.
Oh, I think that was right in the old breadbasket there, Todd Winters. Maxwell attempts that big scissors kick. Oh my goodness, he follows him up like an accordion with that high-angle German suplex. Beautifully done by the wrestling machine, Tyson Dux.
That was absolutely devastating. You could see it took it all out of the Thoroughbred.
And you see Biz and Buck Gotch on the outside of the ring completely beside themselves.
Thoroughbred needs to get it back together. He had control there for a brief moment. Just like that, the wrestling machine regains the upper hand. That was an absolutely devastating double clothesline, Axel. Both men are down.
Both men went to the well. Both had the same idea. Great minds think alike or fools seldom differ, and that resulted in both men laying on the canvas, and we're at a stalemate here. Referee Chris Murphy begins the count on both men. One of these guys needs to make it to their feet or this match is over.
Nobody wants to see a double count out here in this NEW World Heavyweight title match, and Buck Gotch and John Biz are absolutely beside themselves.
Both men now made it to their knees, but they are still fighting here, Todd Winters. Tyson Dux wants to walk out of here with that gold. That could be all the motivation he needs. Maxwell getting some momentum off the ropes with that forearm shot. And we are going back and forth here.
Thoroughbred is reeling, but so is Dux. Thoroughbred hanging in there with him.
They are going shot for shot for shot here.
See the Thoroughbred, he's fired up. He's the NEW World Heavyweight Champion. He's about to put the wrestling machine in his place. You mark my words, Axel. One big move away from this one being over.
He calls for the big knee. Telegraphed by Dux. Dux!
That looked a little low to me, if you ask me.
Goes right to the back of the kneecap, Todd Winters. What match are you watching?
Now we see Dux has him in a compromising position, catches the big boot attempt by the Thoroughbred. What's this going to be here, Axel?
Beautiful back suplex. High impact maneuver.
That certainly took it all out.
And it looks like Dux might be calling for the end here. Maxwell now, he might be just fighting on instinct, wants to keep that gold belt.
Beautiful basement dropkick there, taking out the Thoroughbred right to the kneecap, and you could see the pain etched on the face of the Thoroughbred there. He is in agony.
Early in this match, Tyson Dux was working over the left arm, and it seems over the last few moments he's been really working on that left leg, trying to completely destroy one side of Blake Maxwell's body. Brilliant strategy by the wrestling machine.
If the Thoroughbred is able to hit that patented axe kick, I'm telling you right now, actually it's going to take it all out of him to do so, given the damage he's endured. Beautiful Greco-Roman eye rake there, gains the upper hand once again.
Yes, that was, didn't Kurt Angle use that maneuver to win the Olympics?
He did.
Blake Maxwell now, after that illegal eye rake. Dux laying those elbows right into the jaw, drops down. Thought he was going for the small package roll up there. Wow, that's extreme power, able to lift Blake Maxwell straight up into a delayed vertical suplex. Keep in mind, Maxwell was in a kneeling position. That is incredible power displayed by Tyson Dux. And he's grapevining that leg. He could be going for that figure four leg lock. And the man can't stand, can't kick a scissor kick. Brilliant strategy again by Tyson Dux. That's why this man is a machine.
And the Thoroughbred's going to need everything he's got to hang on here.
And Chris Murphy is right there, checking to see if Blake Maxwell is going to tap out. And hence then we will crown a new NEW World Heavyweight Champion.
And that absolutely cannot happen. The Thoroughbred, he's been in a complete roll here in New Evolution Wrestling. He needs to hang on.
You see Buck Gotch on the outside now, pacing like a caged animal.
Thoroughbred thus far able to hang on. He's going to need to dig deep here. And that's digging deep if you ask me. And fans, we'll be right back on NEW Evolved.
This is CWE champion Hotshot Danny Duggan, the leader of Team Jacked and Fanny Packed, and you are watching New Evolution Wrestling.
The Redefinition, Scott Humphries. The heart and soul of Newfoundland wrestling versus the Saltwater Savage, Andrew Hawk.
Can you believe that, Axel? Next time on NEW Evolved, Hawk versus Humphries, and look at the Thoroughbred devastating axe kick. And that knee is certainly debilitating for the Thoroughbred, but he's able to roll him over. This could be it, Axel.
The figure four from before the break obviously taking its effect, although a lackluster cover by Blake Maxwell, and the wrestling machine Tyson Dux able to roll his shoulder out.
And that must have took it all out of the Thoroughbred there, given the damage he's endured to his knee. Having to get up for that big axe kick, hoping to deliver the final blow to the wrestling machine, but it's not enough to put away Tyson Dux here on NEW Evolved.
Blake Maxwell laying in those big shots now. He's got Tyson Dux reeling. Irish Whip, he's trying to beat him in his own game. Dux, however, able to block that hip toss. And he looks to be going for a version of the King Switch now. No, it looks like it may be a backslide, Todd Winters.
Old-fashioned wrestling hold right there.
He may be able to power him down into a pinning predicament. Maxwell, however, able to roll through and get out of it. Drops down, and the Boston Crab, and this is the move that got him the #1 contendership. He's got it locked in. You see John Business now. He can see his meal ticket slipping away. And oh, what a surprise. What a surprise.
You know, I mean, look at that cheap shot artist, Tyson Dux, laying in the Buck. What did Buck do? You know, lays into Buck, gosh, and look at that. That is assault on John Business right there. A businessman. He wants to do that. Beautiful roll up by the Thoroughbred.
Oh, he's got the tights.
I didn't see any tights. The Thoroughbred escapes with the gold here today, and I absolutely love it. Too bad, so sad, Tyson Dux. You didn't capitalize on your opportunity. You took cheap shots. Cheap shots, that's right. At John Business and the Human Wrecking Ball, which you are going to pay for.
John Business and Buck Gotch should never gotten involved in this matchup. Tyson Dux had to deal with them. And Blake Maxwell, you see there, obviously a handful of tights. Referee in bad position to see it. And 1, 2, 3, Blake Maxwell successfully retains the NEW Heavyweight Championship.
I love it. You see the Human Wrecking Ball, and you can see there's some John needs to get out of the ring apparently. Oh, and look at this here. This is wrong.
He's got the briefcase. Ooh.
Look at that. That's absolutely brutal to do that to a businessman like John Business.
One serving of justice just served up by Tyson Dux.
Absolutely disgusting.
Oh, the Townshend Strom. Oh! You know,
family business.
That was a Greco-Roman briefcase kick. You know, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. It was technically proficient. You know, I'm okay with it.
And that is an absolutely heinous assault on the leader of family business, John Biz. Tyson Dux should be ashamed of himself. I can't even speak here. I'm so angry. He should be ashamed of himself. Absolutely disgusting. And fans, we'll see you next time with more NEW Evolved.
New Evolution Wrestling would like to thank the following supporters: Greco Pizza, Torbay Road, Westside Charities, Kayla G. Travel, The Hub Printing and Catering, JC's Entertainment.